Rochdale, somewhere in the north of England. Yes, that's where I am. Where are you? Well, I had a look at my statistics today and I found out that the majority of my viewers on these live streams are actually American, which doesn't surprise me due to the time. But then there are some from Mexico, from Brazil, from the Philippines, from Russia. It's brilliant. I really like it. The more, the merrier. The more people want to come into this live stream from somewhere on the other side of the world, the better. And I have a interesting treat for you tonight. Or have I? I don't know. It depends, really. I mean, if you can gain some joy out of seeing a man kneading away on a bench, then yes. And whilst we're at it, all 6 of you, please press that like button. And I'm going to remind you as much as possible without being annoying about this tonight. But the most important thing you can do to help someone whose video you like is to like it, because of something to do with the amount of likes per people watching it. If there's a video can be seen 1,000 times, but if only one person likes it, the algorithm says it can't be any good then, can it? So there we go. There's my little explanation for you, just there. If you've seen the thumbnail, that suggests that what we are doing tonight is making some bread. And that's because I am. But I'm going to take my time. But what I will do though first is I have my water here, which is ever so slightly warm. I'm going to bung the yeast in straight away to give it time to do its stuff. Because that's the best way to do it. You take your time. And that's what sourdough is all about. You take your time so much that you don't even bother eating it that night. Nope, you wait till the next day or maybe even longer after that. I saw a video where there was somebody who had this kind of sourdough, and in the same way that you do yogurt, where there's this bit of really smelly dough it's got this like vat of really smelly dough, and he just picks a bit out and puts it into the rest of the bread. And that works. Not that I'll be doing that. Oh, I'm a bit stuffed on biscuits, if I'm honest. I've just been... I had my food for the evening, which was a bolognese, which I made that I didn't make a video around. And then I had this idea for a short, which I've just put on this channel now. Hopefully the short will get some views on it. I'd like that. Biscuits with condiments. In fact, I've had the busiest YouTube day ever because I didn't go to work today, and that's why. It didn't stop me from doing things. I managed to edit 3 videos for the other channel, this of course, and a short as well. I'm impressed. I really am. But let's see who's here tonight before we carry on, shall we? James Sumner is first. Again, amazing. You seem to be here the first every time. Now, let's hope you behave yourself tonight. Good afternoon. See you all later. Oh, right. Okay. Good afternoon. Oh, right. Hang on. Yes. How long ago did you put that on there, Tracy? Do you like fish and chips? Yeah, I'm okay. I haven't been here all this time. When I set the live stream up, I don't hang about on it. I go away. I go and do something else, and I've been doing something else since I set it up, right up until this point, James, where I started doing the live stream. So that's why I've not responded to them. Steve Hulk is here. Evening all. I hope we're all well, says the Greenwood. Yes, indeed. Louise Sillers is here as well. Hi, everyone. Mighty Cat Mods. Good evening, sir. Hello, everyone. Or hello. No, he did say that, actually. That's strange. I thought I got myself mixed up. I really did. I thought I got myself really badly and terribly confused, but turns out I didn't. My name is Rosanna is back. Hello, Rosanna. And Rosanna, hi. Is that the same one? Have you just changed your name, haven't you? Parker is here, or was here. Don't know whether you are or not. Hi, Mustard. And Blair. Oh, hello, Mustard. And Stephen S. Paul. Well, that is fantastic. First posted about 3 hours ago, mainly to highlight the fact that I will indeed be here tonight. Well, thank you very, very much. Greenwood. I don't know if you want me to call you Greenwood or by your proper name. It's up to you. Steve Cole, do you like fish and chips? It's all right. I have fish and chips sometimes. Not too often. Not too often. Now, am I right? You are from Portugal, so fish and chips isn't exactly something that you have a great deal there, is it? I'm still here, says Parker. Well, that's nice to know. Now, I have my stainless steel bowl, also the bongo, which I won't try and play. The Dragon Puppet Master. I'm back. Yes. Okay. Brilliant Dragon Puppet Master. And what I always do is, then change the camera angle. Either name is fine. Hello, what's going on here? Says Barry. What are you making tonight? Bread. I'm going to make bread for tomorrow. I'm going to make bread which will be left overnight at room temperature so it ferments. If you're unfamiliar of the process of sourdough, it's basically bread that you don't cook, and if you leave it, it kind of goes off and then it tastes really good. A bit like cheese does, but without being a dairy product. So, have you ever had a dragon puppet? I haven't actually. What do you doubt? Peace be with you, chosen one, says Pingu. And hope you're having a good Easter. Yeah, it's fine. I don't normally take any time off, but this time I thought I would do because, I mean, at the weekend, being down at the yard is a bit unpleasant because it's full of people who play music too loud all day. And he'll just be there all day with his radio on all day. And honestly, I can't really I can't concentrate at the lockup, so sounds like a terrible excuse, that, doesn't it? I see, yeah. Bad Books is here as well. Yeah, I haven't made a dragon puppet. Peace and plasticine fish be with you, Pingo. Plasticine fish. Do you like chocolate eggs? They're all right. They're all right. How do you feel about Easter? Ambivalence, I think, is the answer. Can't read that one, I'm afraid. The Russian writing person. So you're asking me to say something, though, and I can't not say it. If somebody asks me to say something, I feel terrible unless I do say it. So say Pipsica. I think Tracy's removed most of it because of the amount of times it was actually repeated, which is exactly the point. Say what you like, but don't keep saying it because it's pointless. I couldn't help noticing that cheese is also sneaking its way into the Project Nigel videos. Is it? Is it? I'm not sure what you mean by that. You might be right though. Thank you. Okay. You have a blue light on. I do. Yes, I do. I needed a tripod because the other one was too tall. So when I was in Asda the other day, I was looking for one of those little tripods for £5. But for £7, there's a tripod now with a blue ring light, which helps illuminate for doing exactly this kind of thing. The only thing is, it is a bit too bright. Even on its low setting, and it's making it a bit more difficult to read the comments, which is a pity. Can you please make mozzarella cheese sticks? Asks the Dragon Puppet Master. I wouldn't mind, actually, might be a good idea. A cheese fiesta in the kitchen. A cheese fiesta? Oh, I didn't know it was cheesy. Always tried and failed to make morph from plasticine. Morph was cool. It was cool, actually. It was very... No, it was the other one that was aggressive, wasn't it? Have you ever made your own samosa, asks Pingu. I haven't, actually, no. There's an awful lot of things I haven't made. And there's an awful lot of things I would like to make. And at some point in the near future, I want to go making like Chinese Chinese food, Chinese beef curry. Beef curry is one I particularly like. I don't know what my favourite food is to make. Taro Destroyer. That's a good name. Have you ever made a dragon puppet? Oh, is this what it's going to be all about tonight? It's dragon puppets. Genuinely got more autographs, says Tracy. How did he write when he's made of plasticine? Did you actually watch him do it? Let's get putting some of the ingredients into the pot just there. Because the only thing is, once I get making this, once I start on this, I'm going to have my hands somewhat tied, aren't I? So I will be behind. I will be definitely falling behind with comments if there happen to be quite a lot of them. And I don't want to be, but I really, honestly can't really do two things at once. Nobody can. Not properly anyway. All this nonsense about multitasking. You can't multitask. You can just do two things badly. Is anybody with me? Hey, who's with me? Thinking of making quite a bit of bread because I could do the bigger bowl, really. Or at least maybe 2 bowls. Because the bread is going to be for a pizza tomorrow. Homemade pizzas are quite a hit in this household. And I was thinking of even possibly making a video of the traffic light bread. There we go. The flour, basically. Flour. What looks like quite a lot of salt, but it's not really. It's mostly kind of pink bits. Oil. Oh, do you know what? The problem with this is that, again, because I am trying to multitask, I do it wrong. Normally, I would just mix all this up together. I mix the salt in first before adding the flour. Not the flour, the onion. Not the onion, the tomato. No, not the tomato. The oil, that's it. And then make a nice little recess in the bottom, ready for the yeast, which I am now. You see, I'm panicking. I'm worried that I'll have all of the people that maybe would be interested in the live stream and would actually want me to talk to them, but I can't do it because I'm too busy doing this. And then what would you expect out of a live stream where you see a man is making bread? You'd expect this, wouldn't you? So let's hope it works. Let's hope it works. Let's hope it works. I'm going to need more water, I think. I'm going to need quite a lot more water, come to think of it. Yeah, look, I can already stand the spoon up in it. Water. Water. Oh gosh, splash it all over. 76 people. 76 people in the live stream. I suppose what I could do is mention again that if you like the live stream, please press the like button because it will help more people that like this kind of thing, or the other kind of things that I do, find it. I know this. I've been reading about it today. I've been reading about it. How important liking videos and live streams is. More important than watching them, apparently. If you want people to watch them, don't bother watching it, just like it. More important than leaving comments. It's the thing to do. So you have to try and help. And as now we have 98 people on here, once this live stream is finished, or if you get through, or what have you, have a look at the short I've made tonight. I'm hoping for a good one that really actually gets somewhere. That would be rather fabulous. Straight on with this, the best I can. Or should I read some comments? I'll read some comments first before doing some kneading, I reckon. And then, because that's going to take me a good few minutes to do that as well. Reading out comments, one of my favourite bits of the job here. Oh, is it to Morph's autographs, wasn't we? Morph and Chaz were cool. The Streetwise is full of BMW wiring. No wonder it's unreliable. I think I might have been the animator's autograph. I can't be sure. Louise says he's making sourdough. Yes, I am. Yarn Love says hello. Right, okay. Free the flour, let it self-raise. Right, James, okay. Right, thank you, Tracy. Honestly, he can't help himself. It's right. I tell you what, if you haven't done it, I'm going to do it now. Yeah, I'm sorry, but you've gone, mate. Is yeah. What a strange chap James is. I mean, he seems to be quite likable. He asks an awful lot of rather childish questions, and then he pesters the ladies that come onto the live stream, and we can't be having that at all. Right, so yeah, we don't even need to ignore him, Louise, because he's gone. Yeah, right, okay, and he's got the wrong gender anyway. So, Dave Bum Bottom, put the elbow grease into it. I'm going to do it in a minute, actually. Louise is my mum's name. Louise is, yeah. What you're making says, Dayu. Is that Dayu Lashar? AJ, what do you think about Ray? Ah, right, I see. Yeah, very, very good. Very funny, AJ. Well done. Well done. You almost got me then because I almost just read it straight out. But, ooh, I wasn't quite daft enough to do so. Oh, it's funny, isn't it, right? Because if you've got lots of comments to read through, the natural thing to do is to be dashing through them. But, that's these cheeky boys with things like that. They're trying to catch people like me out, aren't they? And the worst thing is, I was thinking about that this morning. Could that be so that for an edit, the old edit thing, could you say something that sounds rather unsavoury for an edit? No, I couldn't actually. Barry Scrotter. The Greenwood, I do have Tony Hart's autograph. As I remember, he was driving a Honda Legend. That's a good car. Thank you, Louise. Neil Gibbons, the Gibbonator. Moderator number 2 is in the house. Actually, it's not number 2. I think he's number 4, but he's the second one of the evening. Hooked on Classics is here. Hello, Simone. What are you making with your mash? I made the mash. I did the mash that got eaten mostly last night and finished off today. He's making a mustard bomb. Sydney Treadway, can you add me on Fortnite? Well, I don't know what Fortnite is, so I'll struggle to do that, I'm afraid. Right. I've just pushed the like button to support Mustard in the Kitchen, says Barry Scrotter. Yes, indeed. And remember as well, I'm not even allowed to have a beer until I get to 25 likes. If this starts to go a bit better, I'll have to increase that number. In fact, maybe with every live stream I do, I should add another one to that. So I'm going to make it 26. I have to have 26 likes this evening before I can have a beer. It's always a possibility that I won't even get the chance to. Ooh, nice bank holiday activities for you. I'm just waiting for Joe to venture up. He should be in mine at about midnight. That's right. Right. Okay, right. I think James has gone anyway. Let's forget about him. Say free Palestine. Jolita Couch, hi. Oh, Tom drives. This chat is wild. Big up Project Nigel gang, says Tom. Oh, fantastic. Yes, welcome to this rather different live stream, Tom, if you're still indeed here. If you're not, I understand. Nearly. Well, it's not going to happen, AJ. Lunatic Ninja number 5. 9 out of 10 for that name. That's such a good name. Ah, yeah, there. Barry Scrotter. Cool. All right, okay, let's get through some of these. Extensivity. Hi. Mystic Hair. Hello. How's Lunatic number 5? Tom. Sophie Wimberg. Do you have a pet? And if you can have a pet, please show it. I don't have a pet, so I can't show it to you, except for fish. And you always get to see those later on. Right. I feel like I'm doing that with Joe. It's his birthday tomorrow, so we've got to treat him. I agree. 2 weeks off for the kids is boring time. So we always end up with the bikes. Big ups, Captain. I'm fit in AGR. How long have you been a YouTuber? Asks Dave. About three. Well, actually, no, it's not. I've been doing this channel for a year, but I only just started using it. My other channel, Project Nigel, has been around for 3.5 years, but I do have 2 other channels that I don't talk about, and those go back 15 years. I've got one of those. All right. Going to get Sour's turbo upgrade. Can push 190 brake. Yeah, but the trouble is, Neil, it'll make it unreliable. It'll make it unreliable, Neil. Probably not a good idea. Does Otis smell of wee? I'm joking. I don't know. Go and have a sniff. Demion XD, what are you talking? I'm talking about whatever. Demio, welcome to the live stream. Tell me where you're from. Don't forget to like. Hello, Demion. Welcome to the chat. Yes, you've been very hospitable, Neil. Thank you very much. Mustard is making sourdough bread. Does a live stream while doing it. I'm a man of different things I can do at one point, and that's it. I was going to say multi-talented, but I'm not. I was going to say something else, but I'm not that either. No. Do you like mustard? I do. I love mustard. Skick is here. Hi all, Honest Deck here. He is, and Skick is, let's say, honest. He's an honest man, even if he's quite often wrong. Lunatic number 5. Ninja number 3 is phoning the ambulance service. He likes them more than the fire service. Right, okay, look, that caught up with the comments because I did somewhat dash through them, didn't I? So, you'll have to forgive me whilst I take my glasses off and get pounding some bread. And hopefully, I won't find that you all disappear because you're bored. So, things to do whilst kneading. First one, roll your sleeves up because you will end up with flour all over. And that's not particularly nice. Second thing, of course, you want a clean work surface, which probably doesn't surprise you a great deal. Third thing would be to make sure your hands are nice and clean, which they are. And then we're going to just put quite a bit of flour on the work surface there, and then just simply spread it around and actually get your dabs into the thing. Now, I will endeavour to try and do this without getting flour on the floor, because I don't want to get told off. I won't really get told off properly, but if I get told off enough to make sure I don't do it again, and that's enough of a telling off. There we go. Right. So, a big map. Can you see that okay? Can you see this okay? Can you see the bread okay? Or do I need to move the camera? Just found your short, says Pingu. Imagine that, eh? All right, good. Yes, we can see, says Tracy. Thank you very much. You might not want to see it, of course. You might think, well, just hurry up and get this done and get back to the chat. Gosh, this feels really different tonight because I didn't actually mix the flour with the salt first. I just bunged the oil straight in, which is, in all honesty, the wrong way to do it. But I'm finding this quite a lot. But whilst I'm live streaming and cooking at the same time, I forget things. I won't quite go as far as to say I don't really know what I'm doing, but I know less what I'm doing than what I normally do. And let's say, what are your thoughts on using hands-free mobile phone whilst driving? Because currently it's still illegal, but it makes me think of this, where it's, well, I mean, obviously making bread is not going to be illegal, is it? Not in this country anyway. But making bread whilst talking to people about making bread or talking about something else does take away some of your attention, just like talking on the phone does. So you can probably see my analogy. I feel like I'm having a fight with a kitten. A kitten that doesn't have claws. See me react then. I've got the reactions of a fighter pilot when it comes to things dropping on the floor, because I can't stand the sound of clanging metal. Which is why I don't really like diesels. It's remarkably unsticky, this bread, actually. It just seems to have gone to a nice consistency straight away. So I'm gonna leave it at that, because it will get kneaded again tomorrow. So I'm going to leave it in here to rise, and then actually, believe it or not, that's it. Besides having a bit of a clean up and washing my hands, I've finished. But I haven't finished the live stream, of course. Oh no, not going to finish the live stream, am I? Well, I hope you enjoyed that. This is the best instructions you could possibly get on how to make sourdough. The most important thing is what happens next. Is anybody a big fan of sourdough, by the way? Oh no. Come on, off you get. Off you get. Oh. Oh gosh, look, that was definitely the long time to leave the live stream when there are more people in now than what there have been for the rest of the live stream so far. Clean film, where are you? Hello, I'm here. Well, get out, please. Get out of the drawer. Cling film, get out of the drawer. You're needed for a job. Thank you, clean film. I don't know whether if you make bread and you don't clean your hands properly, you can introduce wild yeast or something, and you could have like really, really curious tasting bread, couldn't you? Well, cover it now, so. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not what you want. You only just put this one on, and to get it covered in dough, it's probably not a good idea, is it? Not a good idea. Sorry, I will be with you in just 1 second. In one jiffy. In the meantime, whilst I am actually looking around for the best method to clean up the thing without making even more of a mess, do chat amongst yourselves. Or even better, subscribe to the channel. Tell me where you're from. Unless you know where you're from, then that's a bit pointless. Has anybody mentioned Scotland tonight, yeah? My Scottish fish. Oh yes, also the challenge as well tonight. Wrong one. It is a Friday night, so I should be allowed to have a beer, but I'm not allowed to have one until I get to 26 likes on this live stream. So, if you want me to have a beer, make sure you like it. Make sure you like it because I want a beer. Make sure you like it because I want a beer. I haven't really cleaned this up properly, but I do want to just sort of sit down. What's that? That wasn't me. Cleaning the floor because I don't want to be transferring flour around everywhere. Quite possibly, bread making is the most impractical thing to do for a live stream for exactly that, because it's just such a messy thing to do, isn't it? Right. Oh, 17 likes. We're on our way. We're on our way quite well, actually. I'm quite impressed by that. Not bad for 32 minutes, actually. Not bad indeed. So, thank you very much for liking the live stream so far. I'm not finishing. I will endeavour to have 2 hours worth of live stream. So, if you've got something else to do, I'm not going to be upset if you disappear. Or, you know, I just won't be. I don't expect everybody to stay here. That'd be really rather unreasonable of me, wouldn't it? Right, there we go. Hello. Hello, thank you for being here. Only 12 likes so far, and there was more than that, wasn't there? Let's see where we're up to, shall we? There's quite a few. Super Rainbow Queen. Oh, right, there's Super Rain. There we go. Rajar. Yes, Daddy. There's an awful lot of that. I kind of assume that's an American. Sorry. These things happen perfectly natural. A man or a lady has no choice but to release the gas once it builds up inside. And if you don't release it, it could be probably detrimental to your well-being. But yeah, I don't know why this. I don't know what that's all about. In order to make sourdough, don't you have to have a little bit of yeast mix you keep alive? That might be what I was talking about before. But what I find is that actually, as long as you use warm water for the yeast and leave it overnight, then it works. And it does work, because by the time the morning comes and I lift the cellophane off of that, it stinks. It really does. It doesn't smell like something you would want to eat, and that's a good sign. Tea's gone cold already. Don't make it weird, Raja says. Right, if you're not called Louise, could I call you something else, or are you happy for me to call you Louise? Skick, how many % right are you tonight? Barry, at the moment, he's 100% correct in my opinion. Wow, what did he say? I don't know. Maybe he said something really clever. Super Rainbow Queen is here. Super Rainbow Queen, hello. Does look like a decent mix mustard. Oh, you mean the bread? No, Barry's Scrotter, on a few occasions you've kind of shown yourself to understand something about cooking that many people don't. So am I to presume that you are quite a keen cook? Hello everyone, says Supernatural Queen. A TV will look at the fish tank. Yeah, actually, is this a good place to sit like this? Maybe it is, because it's quite comfortable for me. And you get to see the fish tank in the background as well. Yes, welcome. My daughter has had her first driving lesson today in the Codfather. Surprisingly, both the Cod and I survived. That's good to know. Good old Codfather. I'll tell you what else I like. I like the way that these names that get chosen for these cars end up sticking. You know, nobody ever seems to change the name. Although I'm going to be changing a name of a particular car that I've got from a name that Boaty gave it to one I think it suits better. How many times did you press the non-existent brake pedal? Barry, all a bit of game, Barry. Oh. I've never tried sourdough. Well, you should do. It's available in any shop that sells bread. Morrison's, Asda, Tesco, they all do them. And quite often, if you can get it cheap, because it's all the fresh produce has to be the sold or binned, doesn't it, the same day? I remember teaching Mrs. Scrotter. Random video 12. Hey, how old are you? I'm going to say, I reckon, I'm going to have a guess at this. I'm going to say, I reckon I'm probably twice the age that you are. Now, let me know if I'm right. Only once, Neil, kept below 30. Well, you would do if you're in a 30 zone, wouldn't you? You need a penny mustard. I've not done too bad, actually. I reckon I'm okay with it. I don't like things that are sour, says Hooked on Classics. Well, actually, how about sourworms? Good one. Sourdough, it doesn't actually taste sour. It just tastes more bready. It's bread with flavour. Often bread doesn't really have any flavour, or certainly not very much. Manchester waving. Sour plums is a Scottish thing. Pingu, wait till you get to 60 mile per hour roads. That's when things get fun. Only 12 likes so far, says Barry Scrotter. So how long ago was this? Because it's now 21. Only 5 off having a beer. Should have won one. Do you know what? It makes me think maybe I need to be prepared and have a beer already in the fridge or even the freezer, just in case it just suddenly comes up. I don't want to miss the opportunity, do I? So, here is the beer, and it's going to go in here, along with all the frozen food. Thank you very much, number 22. You're welcome. Most definitely happy about that one. See what I'm happy about as well. The video I posted before, the Fiesta. Fiesta's done really well for views. Only about 100 people watching, says Louise. Yes. Smack the like button in the face. If you know, you know. Oh gosh, Neil, I hate that phrase. Do you know why I dislike it so much? And it doesn't really seem to be the kind of thing I could imagine you actually saying earnestly anyway. But if you know, you know. It's just, probably one of my least favourite phrases at the moment. Go to the, yes. And also, remember, put it on live chat rather than top chat. That's what Tracy would be saying to me if she's still here. And I'm sure she might be. Sorry. Where are we? Right. Only plane. Right. I know, Neil. I taught my eldest son to drive last year. I've met Mustard, yet I have. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Yes, you have, Steecle. Is there a duck in there with you? I don't know why. I don't know why you said that. Pingu, why have you volunteered to put yourself through it again? Pat or duck? Duck, 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 goose, duck. Marcus is fine. Right. Okay, Marcus, I will remember that now. The only thing, of course, with that Marcus, is, of course, is only you'll know who I'm talking about. But maybe that's all we need. If you know I'm talking to you, then Marcus it is. Thank you. Now, if everybody had a different name to their username, and we haven't objected to me calling you by a username, but if everybody did and they wanted to be referred to as another user, as another name, it would get really confusing, wouldn't it? So hopefully there won't be too many more. Probably the same reason I keep buying lots of Rovers, says Pingu Concord about something. I found out what Gyat means from my 9-year-old son today, and I'm assuming he's right. Well, I found out the other day, I found out twice, and both times I forgot what it meant. It's got something to do with liking big bottoms, hasn't it? Sucker for punishment, I'm the same. A very good evening, Mustard and everyone, says Andrew Buttigeek. Thank you for joining. There's a new one on me. Lily Martha Kettle. Lily Martha Kettle. That's a cool name. That sounds like a real name as well. What a great real name that is. Marcus says, I just think it makes sense to give another name for a bottom. For a bottom. Hello, chat, says Dino Dad, and also Diane Hook is here as well. Blade Gaming for Life, are you excited? What? I'm not sure, really. I might be excited for what? The live stream, the bread, the chat, the amount of likes I'm hoping to get, or the beer that I will hopefully earn myself within the next 20 minutes. Yes, you're right. Jake Greg. Hey, cutie. Now, Jake, are you Jake as a boy, Jake, or a lady, Jake? I mean, I've never heard the name Jake referring to as a lady, but I'm just curious, that's all. Celine Love, you kidnapped. I don't know whether that's an edited sentence or a question. Hi, Andrew. I think it's safe to say some people join the chat to read honest deck quotes. Well, that would be interesting to find out, wouldn't it, Skik? Sana, JM, hey, Silver Jesus. That's a brilliant way to refer to me. I like that one. I mean, obviously the Jesus things come about loads and loads, but Silver Jesus, that's actually cool. I like that one. I might adopt that. That's the kind of nickname that would stick. So well done, JM, for that. Free my hangover. Kayla says beer. Skik, I reckon you should do a book of daily quotes for people who read and ponder on. Could be a next big seller. Pascal Carla, what are you doing? I'm sat here just simply talking now. It's unlikely that much else is going to change now, but we could have a look at the bread in the bowl, which is quite clearly expanding already. So the yeast is doing its job nicely. JM Silver Jesus, I like that one. Honestly, I reckon that's going to be one of my new names. What's the one that Damp Jesus Boaty calls me? Yeah, he is Jesus. He's coming back on Sunday. Yes, of course. Teddy1234 says hi, welcome. What are you supping? Asks Mystic Hair. Tea that's going rapidly cold because I made it 44 minutes ago. Bye, guys. I've got to go, says Marcus. Well, thank you, Marcus, for joining, and I'll see you again either later on or in another live stream somewhere, or maybe in one of the videos. Thank you very much. I reckon he's woke up too soon. Mustard, I've got my son to come to Pride of Longbridge. The only reason he said he couldn't meet you. Oh, that is rather charming, actually. Thank you very much. Yeah, I look forward to meeting him. It's going to be a really busy one for me this year, Pride of Longbridge. There's going to be an awful lot of people that I already know, lots of people that know me that I don't know. Quite a lot of the cars that used to be in my care are going to be parked up with my car. It's going to be really something else. I'm hoping that our friend Johnny Crook will do some filming for me, because he's supposed to be coming along and riding shotgun with me. And there he is. Now, this isn't the real Johnny Crook, but this is indeed actually like a small version of him. And there we go. Let's save that. Johnny's a good chap, and he wants to go to Pride of Longbridge, but he's going to need a lift, I think. And I'm sure that many of you people know him anyway. Neil, I thought about doing YouTube vids. I would hit subjects others would not, say Skick. Well, Skick, yeah, you mentioned this last night. Why don't you? Why don't you? And you also said something about doing live streams as well. Now, you can hit subjects that many people wouldn't do. You're talking about because they're not brave enough, or because they're not interested enough, or whatever. You know, it's that could be your unique thing, couldn't it? And you know, I will definitely tune in to see what you actually do and to see what you look like, because you and many other people I'm in contact with, but I wouldn't recognise you if I saw you in the street. Okay, peace. Skick, I'd watch that, says Neil. Bye-bye. Are you saying he's come prematurely? Oh dear, right. I'm just saying he's an early riser, Trace. Oh, you're talking about Joe or Jesus? I don't know. I'm confused by this. I didn't notice the real live chat or top chat. Next time I shall be on the ball, not eating garlic bread. Oh, garlic bread. I'm supposed to be making garlic bread tomorrow, actually, with this garlic bread pizza. And then I thought I'd have a go at doing the traffic light bread. I mentioned this before, didn't I? Yeah, I did, yeah. But I don't know who was watching at the time. They certainly disappeared at the moment. Are we ready for another big wave of new people flooding in, though? That's the thing. Should I wait until that time comes before I start begging for likes again because I want to have a beer? Smelly Hole. Wow, this chat is perfect for me. I love a bit of wild yeast. Dan Peters, hello, Captain Mustard. I join you on this lovely Good Friday. I had a lovely fish for tea tonight. What are you? I've already had my food. Rover Joe, come to the live stream, Rover Joe. Rover Joe's just sent a message on chat, and he obviously doesn't know I'm here. Boaty calls you the Hairy Paddington. He does. That's one of the names. That's one of my favourite names. It does actually sound quite nice, doesn't it? It makes me sound like someone that you can, you know, spend some happy time with. And I am most of the time. Easter egg would be better if it was solid chocolate. They'd be quite heavy then, though, wouldn't they? And you imagine trying to bite into a chocolate ball that size. It would, for some people, it could lead to broken teeth. Damp Jesus, Damp Camp Jesus, that's the one, yeah. That's exactly like Johnny Crook says, Barry. It is, isn't it? And he's got the same T-shirt on. Johnny always wears this T-shirt. You can bet he'll be wearing that T-shirt for Pride of Longbridge. If he comes, I'm not entirely sure. A 1 in 1 scale, 1 in 10 scale. Rover Joe is here, yay! Rover Joe is here tonight. Rover Joe is here tonight. Rover Joe, you need a special song made about you. Rover Joe. There we go. Somebody should be paying me $10,000 for that. It won't be Joe. It might be somebody else. I love the name Camp Damp Jesus. Makes me think of a holiday camp. And one of the redcoats has been employed to be that season's Jesus. It would cost a bomb, says Steve Culg. But what would cost a bomb? I don't know. If you were in the caravan, you could do camping damp cheeses, huh? Ah, indeed, you could. That would be rather good, wouldn't it? Look at this. I've actually caught up with the comments. I feel quite proud of that. That's quite good. I think that's the tissue that I was using for the bread, actually. Jason T. Knight. Oh, yes, it would. It would be quite expensive, wouldn't it? Jason T. Knight is here. I think that's a new one on me. Welcome to the live stream, Jason T. Knight. Don't forget to subscribe and like the live stream if you want to. The Egg and Robert Joe says mogging. Right, so we found out what the person who put that in that live stream a little while back just said, have you ever tried mogging and mewing? And it just really, really amused me, and it amused Joe as well. Joe went off to find out what it means. We found out what mogging is, but did we ever find out what mewing is? I could do with knowing what it is. I think your main competitor tonight is a small monkey who is the keeper putting a nappy on. Many crazy live streams tonight. I see, right. Right. That's quite unusual. I wonder whether you get this kind of thing going from people going from one live stream to another and telling people in that live stream what's going in another live stream so they can make their mind up of whether they should stay there or not. You must do a bit. Mustard, I bought a new tool for the Honda. It's a belt sander. A belt sander for the Honda. You mean it's a tool that you've used so you can do a job on the, yeah. Yeah, good point. Excellent. Good. And you're sure you'll get some good use out of that, actually. Have you thought about the idea of spending a night in the caravan with Bolt? Well, no, not really, Skick. I don't think he's got it in him personally. I mean, if I was in his position, where he's a single man, he's got no responsibilities at all. He's got an awful lot of responsibilities as far as work is concerned. Yeah, sure enough, his time is always kind of pretty much used up. But there have been nothing stopping him from on the Monday staying over, or even on the Sunday night coming over, so he's in the yard before I am. I reckon he should do that. He could clean the caravan up then rather than expecting me to do it. But I just don't think I don't know, he doesn't really seem to have that adventurous side as much as he says he has. I'm sure it's just a load of nonsense, really. We'll see, won't we? Jason T. Knight says gooning. Rover Joe is such a nice chap. He is a nice chap. He's a thoroughly pleasant chap. And of course, as well, he's got a sense of humour, and he's quite happy for me to say Rover Joe. And, obviously I'll be seeing you in a couple of weeks, won't I? As well as you, Simone, you're going to be at Pride of Longbridge as well. So I can grind welds down. Yes. Now, Rover Joe, I presume that because you're going into your welding, you actually really did a bit of research on what the best thing to do is. Now, from what I have heard, that the MOT welding that happens never lasts because the welds never get ground down. So you end up with pockets of rust already in there that isn't, it's just going to carry on rusting straight away. Is that right? Belt sanders are very practical. I've got some flattening off to do on Harry tomorrow, so I'll be doing that with a hand and block. Joe, I bought a finger sander. You will need a zirconia blue belt to be effective. Zirconia blue belts? Oh gosh, look who's here. Vampire Echidna. So, when would you like to come and collect the seats? Because I'd like them out of the way. And that bumper as well. Don't suppose you're thinking of popping down this weekend, are you? Oh dear, oh dear. Right, Simone can't take it. Simone can't take it, can't make it. Unfortunately, that is a shame. Actually, MOT welds only usually only last a year because they probably don't protect inside, and they don't prime it. Usually, the job gobbing a load of black underseal. Ah, that's true. Yeah, Boaty should be called Hollywood. Promises you a lead role, and then you end up doing gay porn. Well, I don't know about you, but I've not had that experience with him. So maybe he's a different friend to you. MOT standards okay at time of the test. They don't protect the metal underneath, which is what I know because I've seen it. I've seen it, and the trouble is, it's the selfish world that we live in where we it comes across right. So everything. Monday, yes, yes, yes. Come on, Monday. That would be fabulous, actually. Thank you very much. Can I use your real name in this one, Vampire? Because sometimes it's easier. Yeah, the selfishness, the lack of empathy that I think it even comes across in cars. You know, this idea that if you've got a car and it's got a problem, that's when you get rid of it rather than just sorting it out. So it's no wonder really that MOT welding is that kind of thing. You get it sorted out, and then if it's a problem the following year, then it's not your problem, is it? And that's not what we should be seeing in classic or at least retro cars. Oh, that's no good. Come on, please, someone like this live stream so I can get to 26 likes, and then I can have a beer rather than this. Cold tea, the tea's cold, and then I found out I munched the tea bag in the bottom as well, so that's just really rather horrible. Yuck. Ugh. It still amazes me how it's possible that just glugging a load of tea leaves can be the most unpleasant experience ever. But it kind of is, isn't it? Whenever you do that, you get to the bottom of the tea and then you get a face full of tea bags. It doesn't taste horrible. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't really do anything. It's just really unpleasant. Weld over rust, says Rover Joe. Yes, it's all about the boaty wood. Has anyone heard a song by Baxter Berry called Miami? They reminds me of aspects of boaty. I don't know. Have you thought about doing a phone-in? No, I haven't, Skik. That is, I haven't thought about doing that. I'll tell you if you really want to know why. Because it's, I would feel a bit rude on my neighbours and my family if I've got somebody phoning in as well. It's okay doing this. Plus, the other thing is, yeah, I don't know. That's Boaty's idea. That's Boaty's thing. I'm not going to steal any of Boaty's ideas. I'll get into trouble. We want you sober, says Steve Culk. Oh gosh, that's very good of you. We're not going to get drunk off a can of beer, am I? Not the kind of beer that I've got there. Hello. Say hello, Katrina, then I will subscribe and like the live, says Carol Backtash. Hello, Katrina. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for liking the live and subscribing. And you have done. Wow, wonderful. Unless that's somebody else. I don't know, but I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Neva Hunt. What's the old man? What's the old man? It's Silver Jesus, isn't it? What's the old man? Let's see what Neil's deleted because I'm quite interested. No, I don't. My thumbs are too big enough. Oh, right. Neva Hunt. Gosh. Yeah. What do you say about that without actually sounding insulting? I don't know. I don't want to insult you. I want to just say Neva Hunt. welcome to the live stream. You can always turn the volume down or just engage in another way. Pendulous knocking. Good evening, Captain Moustache. Yeah, my moustache part is becoming just a little bit out of control, I will admit that. And thank you, Pendulous Knocking, my favourite of usernames. Can you fart us out, Mustard? Well, not yet. I'm going to wait till later on when I finish. Really, though, I mean, farting you out, like doing it properly, like actual real farting, could lead to an accident I wouldn't want to have. Agree, Mustard. That's the second time I've agreed with you in 2 years. Thank you very much. You need to make some more vegan food, says Vampire. Well, the trouble is, I'm not a vegan. And although it's an option, well, I mean, bread's vegan, isn't it? I made bread tonight, but I'm going to spoil it tomorrow by putting cheese on it. So there's not many vegan foods I actually really like. That's the trouble. I've earned my beer now, by the way. I've got 27 likes, which is rather good. I really appreciate that. Have a nosy on Amazon. Agree, Mustard. Never trust a fart. Well, they're always going to lead on to something else, aren't they? I just realised people have asked about picture an awful lot, and Lunatic Ninja number 5 says, I thought I was your favourite. You're my favourite as well. Although, there are quite a few people that I've given a 9 out of 10 for. Those two names are verging on 10, that's the thing. Oh, gosh. Right, I'm allowed to have a beer. Blah, 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 says Neva Hunt. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Let's try that. I've read it out for you. What can I do next to make it even less blurry? What would you like? Would you like to ask a question? Or shall I ask you a question? I'm going to suggest that Neva Hunt is actually British, 21 years old, and has a big piercing that they regret. Also lives with her parents, but pretends not to do. Beer time, 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 beer time for me, beer time for me. Oh gosh, it's a treat. Well, it's not really a treat as such, but it feels like it is. If you angle your face at the camera, it'll look like you're, oh yeah. Probably a bit distracting, isn't it, that actually? Because the truth is, when you can't see somebody's eyes properly, you don't, they're a bit less trusting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this off actually, because I don't really think I need it on. It's not really needed anyway, is it? I think that's, ow. I just hurt my wrist. Ow! It hurts even more now. What have I done? Feel like I've been punished by somebody for opening up a beer. Maybe I will get to meet you at Pride of Longbridge, Captain. Are you going in, Nigel? Yes, I am. Of course I am. I'm looking forward to the beginning of April, where Nigel does come back on the road. He's not finished. He's nowhere near finished what I was going to do. I'll be down at Pride of Longbridge with no headlining, most probably. But it doesn't matter. The car will be there and I'll be there. And I've been pondering on which other car to have on the road next month, because I need 2 cars on the road for one fairly good reason. And that is I need more cars out of the yard. So if I tax 2 of them, then I could just about manage that. There are some other cars that do need to go though. Pumpkin Pup Kiss. If you say one, if you could say one thing to the world, what would it be? If I could, if what you really mean is if there's only one thing I could say, rather than what I can actually do, which is I can say whatever I like to the world. One thing, you mean like a phrase or one word? Again, we need to be clear on this because otherwise I'm going to answer the question incorrectly, and then you'll be dissatisfied with it, and I wouldn't want that at all. Pengulus knocking. It'll be great to see you. Lisha meow. Lisha meow. I don't really think I found out which one it was. Don't know what that's supposed to mean. I'm going to pull, I think. All the men I can get my hands on there say smelly hole. Is Boaty going to Pride of Longbridge? Boaty's been told he has to do by Neil. And Neil's taken charge. And he's become Boaty's dad. Which, where in the world could you have that kind of relationship where your dad is actually about 25 years younger than you? Well, in this one, and he's been told he has to go, and he's kind of accepting it. So we'll know, and he will be very excited to meet lots and lots of people that do actually know of him. I'm sure. Something looks good. Neil will make sure smelly hole. That sounds quite odd, doesn't it? Oh, the smelly hole loves Boaty. Excellent news. Last year, Boaty at Pride of Longbridge was hilarious. He didn't turn up though, did he? Turn up, look bewildered. No, he didn't turn up. He wasn't there. It was, you're thinking of the motorist for the Furious Driving meetup. I'm hoping I can do some jobs on my 25. This bit's going wrong as well now. Come on, everyone. Call me an old man and tell me to shut up because I'm clearly struggling with something here. That's a tea leaf, that was. Where I had a big glug of tea and it with a lot of tea leaves in my mouth. And I did the correct thing, which is just to spit them all out straight away. But you don't quite get them all. And even one tea leaf at the back of your throat can cause that kind of disruption to your ability to speak. I doubt the bonnet will be gold, though. I have actually thought about how cool it would be to go to Pride of Longbridge in something other than Nigel. But it'd have to be something that it has a bit of character as well, like Fred the Shed. I've had lots and lots of really cool suggestions on Fred the Shed as what could be done with it. Because when I suggested the other day how cool it would be to make a pickup out of it, I knew that I would get an awful lot of people disagreeing with me because it's a silly idea. It's a silly idea and it's not even a new idea. And it would be really, really difficult and really expensive, or both, to actually get done. And to get it done right would be expensive as well. But lots of other ideas come about, like how it could be just ratted a bit and with a beacon on the top and all lots of good things. I pulled a muscle in my chest. Been in terrible pain since yesterday morning, says Simone. It's very easy to do, isn't it? That's the trouble. Neil, if you have any spare chloroform left, can I borrow it? Get my way with bugs. If he doesn't come down on it in his own accord, I will be up there in the boot of my 600, tied up, ready to do with what you want. Yes, a phrase. Sorry, says pumpkin pupkiss. I'm sorry, I was just being awkward there, wasn't I? But that's my nature. You know, just to question something, even when it's need questioning, or just to pretend I don't know what you're talking about when in actual fact I do. Right. So what could I say to the world? I think it would be something a bit like smile even if you smile even if you're not happy, because I think you can make people happy by just making an effort to be happy, even when you're not. It's not like going against all of the thing about. I get confused here. It's not disagreeing with the thing about it being okay to not be okay, etc. But I think if you can, always try and express things positively. Try and pass on positivity. Is basically what I'm trying to say. I didn't really do a very good job of that because I hadn't thought it through. Because actually, you caught me out. I had enough time to think of something, but I didn't think about it. I forgot about it because I didn't think you'd come back and actually say what you meant. Steve Culg is off. Good night, Steve Culg. Have a nice evening. We have a deal. Bring the cable ties. Never trust anyone 100%, says Skick. Well, right. That does sound like it's full of a negative implication, because I mean nobody trusts anyone 100% anyway, do they? There's always going to be the tiniest of doubt with anything, surely. Jesus Christ loves you, says Alex Asri. Now, is that in response to Pumpkin's thing? Adrian, please say hello to Adrian. Hello, Adrian. Welcome to the live stream. Enrico Bellini says hello. Hello, Enrico Bellini. Welcome to the live stream. Ninja. No, he doesn't, Alex. Who's Alex? Alex. Oh, right, I see. Well, there's nothing wrong with believing. Nothing wrong at all. But I also think there's nothing wrong with not believing. And we shouldn't fight with each other over belief, because it's fighting together, it's fighting over belief that causes war. And that's never a good thing, is it? Is that a seawater aquarium, asks Enrico. Well, it is an aquarium of 200 litres and a very active and happy fish. I am kind of in the way of it quite a bit this evening. Oh yes, the motorist, in which case I'm looking forward to finally seeing Boaty at Paul. We'll see. I reckon although Neil's not really going to drive up there and bung him in the boot of a Rover 600, because he's a bit too big to fit in, I reckon. And Neil's boot is always full of stuff anyway. Neil's never been up to the yard with an empty boot. I mean, he does tend to bring gifts and things like that, but it's not just what I mean. You know, he'll have that boot full of tools. And to try and cram in another massive tool might not really work. Tea ninjas have struck again. The tea ninjas. You could have taken Fred to the restoration show at NEC. Well, Fred's not got an MOT on it yet, has it? So I couldn't have done. I like tea ninjas. Mountain Dew Bunny says hi. Hello. Mountain Dew Bunny. That's a new name on me. So welcome to the live stream. Please subscribe. Please like. Please tell me what country you're in. And same goes for Enrico as well, because I don't know where you're from. Is only African chich lids. Go my. Wait a second. Let's just see. No, never mind. I don't know what that was. I was just a bit curious. Go My's doing that thing. And yeah, boy, British people, of which there are quite a few in this live stream tonight, as well as American, maybe some Mexicans, maybe some Russian, maybe some from India. Gosh, I'd love. If only the whole world could just be awake at the same time, it would be fabulous. That happiness is infectious. Happiness is infectious, and so is negativity. And that's exactly it. That's exactly it. No, not everybody's entirely happy, but often you can make people more happy by just being, happy yourself. And it's, I think it's worth a go. The best thing to do with Fred is to make a apocalyptic, like Mad Max style. It would look cool as, and yes, exactly. That's kind of something that would work for me. Oh, there's a point. I've just remembered something. Now, I've disconnected the horn on the MGF because it kept blaring away in the evening. So I tried just locking it with a key, and then it still did it. So something is making it go noisy. So I've disconnected the horn, so it's not going to cause a problem. But tonight, on my way past the lake, what happens so often where there is a crossing and the zigzags, one of my pet hates, besides people parking on the wrong side of the road with the lights on, is taxi drivers, minicab drivers parking on the zigzags, or even more so, actually on the crossing itself. I just find it to be so ignorant. Anyway, I drove past it, but I couldn't, I really wanted to just give a bip and say, come on, learn to drive a bit better, but I couldn't. But I did actually put the window down, and I just shouted out, terrible parking! And I thought, how cool would it be to have a loudspeaker, and I can just express my opinion everywhere I go. Now, that's the kind of thing that would be really good on Fred the Shed with its post-apocalyptic looks. True Barry, yes. Dwagon Boy. Hi. Barry Squatter in 5, in 3 plans over Easter. Yeah. Don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, Barry. Oh, cool. Sniper Girls. Now, I can't remember, was Sniper Girls here before? But Sniper Girls, another really cool name. That's an 8 out of 10 for that name. That's fantastic. But Sniper Girls says, can you say Millie Louise, please? And I can. Hello, Millie Louise. Guido Planet or Gido Planet, that photo behind you looks like, well, I don't know what it looks like, but actually I don't like, it's not a photo, it's just a painting, but it's not even a very good painting, and I don't want it there. But I didn't put it there, and I'm not allowed to take it down. How long left of this live stream, asks Parker. Approximately 50 minutes. Wow, really? I don't know. I usually try and do a couple of hours, but there's nothing to stop me from going on a bit longer if there was people in to watch it. You don't have to stay, Parker. You can go if you want to do. Honestly, I'm not going to be upset with you. And Greenwood, I might stay on a bit longer, or I might even go before then. You never know. I might just get worn out. I get all shagged out with all this talking and just think, oh gosh, I'm burning myself out. Batahun, hello from Turkey. God bless you. God bless West. Thank you very much. By trailer, I meant. Oh, what's that? I seem to have actually acquired myself an injury and not even known about it. I wonder when I did that. Do you ever do that? You end up with some sort of blood injury and you know nothing about it until you see it on camera, showing it to the whole world. Can I have a guess at who the unknown is? The unknown. Oh, yeah, I suppose so. Well, I don't know what you mean. So, yeah, I wonder. Right, hang on. I might have missed something down here, but I'll find out soon anyway. Mr. Amit or M Ram Hit 10, name a car for an edit. Well, this is important. It's important I get this right. So I'm going to say Ford Anglia. Oh, there's another one. Can I have a guess on? Oh, right. Can I have a guess at who the unknown banker is? Asks Skick. You can have a guess if you want. But the trouble is, even if you was to guess correctly, I'm not going to tell you whether you got it right, am I? Because he's unknown for a reason. He doesn't want people knowing who he is. Aaron Butler, do you ever use pie cost? I don't know what it is, so I'm going to have to say no. Swastik Mitra, when are you getting a haircut? Probably around the same time as you have a haircut, but it might not be for the same reason. I mean, I'll probably just trim my beard a little bit, but that needs doing every so often, because if it gets much longer than that, what happens is it just gets in the way, and I really need to trim this beard. I really do, because you start playing with it, it annoys you, and so it might be maybe a couple of weeks off. I hope that helps. I reckon I know who the banker is, but I'm probably wrong, says Barry Scrotter, which is quite curious, because actually you reckon you know who he is, but you also reckon you don't know who he is, which covers everything, really, doesn't it? You've actually just come up with a statement there that proves that you know everything about it, which is rather cool. And I don't know if you meant to do that. Minicab drivers do what they want in a world of their own. Yeah, I find that as well. I mean, obviously they have a job to do, but I just think they could do it a bit better. Pendulous knocking, nighty night peaches. Gosh, that sounds rather nice. Thank you very much. The Sniper Girls, lots of faces, lots of cartoony faces. I don't know what that's about, but very good 8 out of 10. Sniper Girls. Sober habits. Can you please provide concrete steps and advice on how to stop drinking alcohol? Please help, say Sober Habits. Can you provide concrete steps? No, I can't. The only thing I could do is if you want to stop, then you need to find a way of stopping, which is not really very helpful, is it? I know, but I don't know. I guess you just focus on something else in your life. I don't really know. Martin Wojdat. The ever popular question of Messi or Ronaldo. I want to know why this is such a popular question and why it's so important. Are they rivals? I mean, I've had this question on pretty much every live stream since I've been doing them regularly over the past month, and I've not had the slightest inkling to afterwards go and look up what this could all be about. And there's two reasons for that. One of them is that I completely forget, and the other is related to the first reason, which is I have absolutely no interest in football or the people who play it. So I can't answer the question. Oh, someone's unliked the live stream. How dare you? How dare you unlike the live stream? It's up to you. Why didn't you leave yesterday? Why didn't you live yet? I don't quite understand that, I'm afraid. Why didn't you leave yesterday? I don't know what you mean. Yes, I was here before. Thank you, says Sniper Girls. I thought so. A good name is one I do tend to remember slightly, even if I forget what the good name was. It means I can't be asked. Oh, right. It means I can't be asked to write out lunatic number 5. R9. It's my birthday today. Woohoo. Yes, well done and happy birthday to you, R9. Is the unknown banker Boaty? Gosh, that's a very, very interesting assumption, because we all know that he is incredibly rich, really, but he doesn't want anybody knowing that he's rich, and that's why he's always banging on about being poor. But in actual fact, He's got money stashed away everywhere. That's probably what you're thinking, isn't it? Actually, I wish he was rich, but he's obviously not really. I am subscribing, says Sniper Girls, and thank you very much. Gosh, it really does mean quite a lot that you would want to subscribe, because that means you will get notified of further live streams and videos and things like this, and it all helps. So, you know, and it's nice knowing that it's you that's done it as well as all the other people. Tanjiro, hi, who are you? I'm me. I am whoever you want me to be. I can be Mustard, which is one of my nicknames, or I can be the Hairy Paddington, or I can be, as I found out tonight, the Silver Jesus. I like them all. But Sniper Girls has to go. Well, that's a shame. Well, bye-bye for now. Skick, Boaty, or Senior Mustard? The one and only idiot. That's really quite funny. The one and only idiot. That has to be an 8 out of 10 of a name. I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10 if it was actually spelt with idiot rather than an O in there. An O instead of a 0. Hello, sir. What's your opinion on the 2016 M8 BMW? I don't know. I've not driven one. I'm not a fan of BMW. I'm really not. The newer ones, that kind of age and newer, I just find they look, and it's not even an unpopular opinion, but I just think they look hideous. And if I'm going to own a car, I want to like the look of it as well as like driving it. Neil, you're busy tonight with this. Livex. Say Baddie Slay if you have glasses. Simone's off. Good night, Simone. Bruises on the legs all the time. Where do they come from? Now, I thought you only really got these kind of bruises when you've had a night out and you get home and you don't remember the end of the evening, but you got home safe enough, but you don't know how you've even got home. And then if you end up with bruises or cuts and things like that, then it's unsurprising. Who are you? Asks Tanjiro. I'm me. We've had that one. Parker says yes, but I'm not sure why you're saying yes. I don't know why you're saying yes. All right, okay, we're getting rid of this. It's the Stig, says Pingu Concord. Well, as in, I'm the Stig. Could be. That's the same question again by the one and only idiot. Let's just try and keep questions to one at a time. Skick says Barry Scrotter. I reckon it's Senior Mustard or something to do with Boaty. I suppose it is fun having this mysterious thing going on, isn't it? Senior Mustard isn't a rich man, by the way. I mean, he's bought his home, he has his classic car, and he has his Land Rover. And he has a pension. That's really it. He's got a little bit extra, I think, with his pension, I think, because he had a decent job, but he's not rich. Is it Rishi Sunak's wife? Please don't repeat your same comments. Mustard will read yours when he gets to it. Thank you very much, Greenwood. Mini or Metro? You must drive one daily for 65 days. Well, probably the Metro then. Yeah, because unless you mean the R50. For 65 days, and I reckon as much as I like the Mini and the Metro, that could get a bit tiresome. Oh, I agree. He will get to you when he gets down to the comment. Okay, YYG, yo. DJG, ask and you shall receive one love, seek the sun. Ginger spice or baby spice, asks Andrew Buttigieg. Ginger spice, ginger. Dina Rivera, hello, hello. I think the secret banker is Donald Trump. That would be fun, wouldn't it? What is your favourite upper moon and breath? I've got no idea. I'm sorry. I think the secret banker is very patient. Yeah, I think he or she is actually as well. Pingu, the secret banker, is a patient somewhere. Hello, says somebody there who's Parker. My birthday is not this Sunday, but next Sunday. Well, happy birthday for then. Oh, somebody's done an unlike again. Why do they do that? Why unlike it? Liking it's the best bit. Liking it's the bit that you don't have to pay for. Don't have to be rich to have a couple of grand in a pot, Mustard. So the answer is no, not boaty. Well, for me, actually, well, I wouldn't say I was rich if I had a couple of grand. But I would feel like I am. It's not something I'm used to. One day that will change, though. Maybe the secret banker's actually you, Skick, but you don't realise it. Keep on doing that. I've got to go now as I need to be up early. Take care, says Dan Peters. Good night, Dan Peters. Hey, Mustard, I'm playing Half-Life now, says Jake. Okay, I don't know what that is, but I hope you're enjoying it. The secret banker has dementia in an old folks' home. Zuridin Zokryov. Alu, I don't know what that is. I got Gary's mod deleted, says Jake. I got Gary's mod deleted. Mustard, do you know G-Man? Asks Rover Joe. No, I don't know who G-Man is. Lots of people asking me questions tonight that I've got no idea in what way to answer. I wouldn't say I was an easily confused kind of person, but I don't mind being honest when I really haven't got a clue what you're talking about. Bruises mostly work-related, I think. That's true enough. I get them when I'm at work, but not usually when I'm at home. Basket Brothers. Name a WR for an edit. What's a WR? Jammers retract the message. Do you know Gordon Freeman? No, I don't, Jake. Lucas Edits. Can you give me a shout out for a friend? I'll just say Lee. Lucas Edits. I'll say Lee for you. Boogery, this man is a sexual predator. Why are you announcing it there? Gosh, people are going to know what you're saying, and then they'll know to avoid you. Really strange people. Heloisa Lima. Hi, boy. Which boy are you talking to? Can't be me. Sophia on Uskampiatai. Do you do a live stream every morning? Asks Gemma. Well, I don't. For me, here it is 10:10. So, because if it's a morning where you are, I'm going to presume that you are not in Britain, obviously, but you must be a very long way off, actually. You must be in the Philippines or something like that. Rubber Ducky 3000. Repent and believe in Christ. Stern words. Coconut Bob. That's a good name as well. Can you say my name? It's Ox. Oxes. Right, I see. No, don't do that, Coconut Bob. Coconut Bob's a much more interesting name anyway. Hey, Google Mustard, can you please Google G-Man? Well, I can't do it at the moment because obviously I'm doing a live stream and I only have one device. So if I was to Google G-Man now, I would lose the live stream. I could do it afterwards, but I'll end up forgetting. And just being completely honest here, I will forget. I will not remember to do that because I will just forget. Other things will happen in the meantime and it'll be completely out of my mind. And even if I do remember, I'll probably think, but do I really need to know? You can tell me who G-Man is if you like. Karina Sanchez. Goodbye. I have light, says Parker. Thank you very much, Parker. Lucas Edits says thanks. Can I get some advice for something? Asks Matt41. Of course, you can ask advice, and either myself or somebody else here might be able to help. You won't know until you try. Tracy's Afterburner, secret banker, howling mad Murdoch from the A-team, wiring funds from the secretary's office in VA sanatorium in between missions. That is very good. You're cool, bro, says Tanjiro. That's great. I do hope that that many people will think exactly that. You're allowed to like and subscribe. Sup, Mr. Dares. Hi, Ben. Oh, I've caught up with the comments again. It's funny this actually because I catch up and then I get behind and then I catch back up again. I think you cracked it there, mate, says Pingu Concord. Lots of days keeping the kids occupied this week. Thank you, Tanjiro, who's subscribing to the channel. That's what it's all about. This channel and the other one. Who knows what my other channel is called? Who can tell me? Who's here that knows what my other channel is called? I wonder if any of you do. All right, Airbone Ace. How old are you? You're nice. Is it relevant how old I am then? I mean, that's Project Knickers. Andrew Buttigieg just went straight for it. How old am I? That's I never really know whether to answer it. I mean, it's not a secret, but I'm always curious as to why anybody would ask. So I'm going to just ask you a question, Airbone Ace. I reckon I'm going to try and guess how old you are, and you can tell me whether I am correct or not. I'm going to say that you are 23. Parker is back. Well, you didn't go for long, did you, Parker? Eh? You didn't go for very long at all. I mean, you're welcome. You're welcome to be here. No, the secret banker is Oscar Goldman from the $6 Million Man. Is that what he was called? Oh, it's great. Probing nipple, says the Greenwoods. Puffy nipples. Other channels, lesser spotted yard cat sighting. And how old do you think I am, Captain? Oh, that's a good question, Pingu, because obviously we have met. And but the thing I noticed about you, Pingu, is that you don't have grey hair at all, or maybe you dye it. So I will say 41. Airborne or airborne. Is it supposed to be airborne or airborne? Because it says airborne. So you're younger than 23. 21. Do you do cooking on your channel? It's the first time here that I've met you. I've done quite a bit. I've done videos of cooking and often just the cooking live stream now because it just seems to be, well, it just seems to work. And in case you're interested, oh gosh, I've just knocked Johnny Crook over. Sorry, Johnny. Sorry, mate. He's just falling off by himself now. Oh, look at that. That's rising very, very nicely. The bread, it doesn't need to be rising that quickly, but it is doing. Really, put it back down. It's going to flop back down again anyway. That's not really a problem. Proudly Niffy. Proudly Niffy. The angry man picked up on nails with a heavy magnet channel. Ah, yes. Kimet Pajit, I'll just call you Kimet. How old are you? Well, this same question again, isn't it? Shall I just say I was going to say 76 then, but that's because there's 76 people watching. I am 54. Yes, I do have a couple of grey hairs. Close, I'm 44. Protruding knob, says Andrew Buttigieg. These are all good suggestions for channels that don't exist, and I reckon we should write all these down and offer them out for people that want a channel. I can't think of a good name. Oh, he does Pingo just for penguins. Oh, the other channel is called Turbo Tom and his animal friends. We haven't seen Tom in ages, have we? Where is Tom? What's happened to him? I was hoping we'd get that car moved and just get the project on, and so that the car's not just another yard ornament. But he's obviously been a bit busy with things. I'm 26 and I have grey hairs, says Neil. The thing is, you'll notice your own grey hairs more than somebody else will do, won't you? Because you're waiting for that moment. The first time you notice that you've got a grey hair, it's a life-changing event of sorts. I mean, it shouldn't be. Hope that. Oh gosh, right, imagine. I never even thought of that. You imagine if my friend Johnny Crooks suddenly became an enemy. I reckon he trusts me enough to know he's never going to be an enemy of mine. Otherwise, he would not have left this here, would he? And well, he didn't leave it here. He gave it to me so that he could come to shows when he can't do himself. The Late Cake Show. How did you guess, Ben? I'm 47 with no hair. That's true enough, Barry, actually. I did notice, well, yeah, I think I did anyway. Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, men shave their heads, don't they? When they start to lose their hair, the best thing to do is just get rid of the lot. Then it looks like it's just a style. Do like sports. Projectile knobbing. Barry same. Do you like video games? Asks Tanjiro. I don't really. No, I never play them. I just don't. Nearly 54, a couple of grey hairs on my head, but the beard is all grey. Now, notice my beard. The grey bit, I tend not to keep too much because, not that I'm vain anyway, but the grey bit, if I keep this here, then it does put about 10 years on me. I get rid of it. All this bit here isn't too bad, so kind of partly the reason, isn't it? Right, I must just nip upstairs because, I need to go for a wee. Okay, I'll only be a minute. You have a good time? No, not yet. There we go. A necessary thing to do. What? He is from Scotland. Drink. P. Mustard going to shake hands with his 9-inch wedge. What an assumption, Stick. What an assumption indeed. Repeat cause and effect. Girls, Skick. Which always makes me... Yeah, it's not one that you hear very often these days, is it? Other channel, Fighting Robots versus Tony and the Bandit. It's quite a good one, actually, that. I like that. He's going to put his kilt on. Would you be surprised to find out that I do actually own a kilt? But I don't wear it because I haven't got any underpants. Would you be surprised to find that out? You probably wouldn't. But as it goes, you're going to be more surprised to find out that I don't own a kilt. So I can't go and put it on. I like my... Oh, yeah, but you are Scottish, so you're supposed to have a kilt. I wonder really whether, with the Scotsman, having a kilt's a bit like having a national insurance number. You've just got one, whether you want it or not, and you never leave it. You can leave country, you can change houses, but you take your kilt with you, even if you never wear it. What happens if you soak bread in tea? Asks Marinda Brown. Oh, well, it would soak the tea up, wouldn't it? And it would taste like tea bread. Have you tried it? Oh God, I've still got some beer left in there. Mustard, does the hedgehog of truth ever come home with you? It's never come home with me. The hedgehog of truth has never even left the caravan. It's just stayed in there all that time. Sounds difficult to believe, but it's actually true. Really, I suppose, as it's become a bit of a mascot of the doings of Mustard and Boaty, maybe it should come with us on our little road trips. And so far, we still haven't even used the walkie-talkies, which we're very much looking forward to doing. Do you like to go to Morocco, asks Tanjira. I've never been to Morocco, but I would like to go there. I reckon if you wore a kilt, you would end up seeing the end of... I'm trying not to imagine. I'm trying to stop imagining that. Stop it. Take control of yourself, you daft git. Ross, what do you keep in your sporran? My neighbours are going to think I've been attacked. Ask Boaty for a loan of his... Oh, gosh. I don't have a kilt, says Mighty Cat Mods. Ah, right, so you're Scottish, but you don't have a kilt. So it isn't quite the same then. It's not like something that you have to have. He keeps his top done JS 1200 in his sporran. I still haven't found my top done, by the way. My top done 2000. The the booster jump pack thing that was coming in so much in handy. It's just completely left the building, and I can only assume that it's gone with my trolley and the batteries that keep reducing in number. I didn't stay broken for long. What I did, Neil, is I put that image out of my mind, and now I'm fine to carry on. I'm not prepared to put it back again. The one-eyed trouser snake says hi. Popcorn. There. Ben, they make you fall off things. We're all going to try and stop imagining that. I bet you're not. They don't call him tripod for nothing. And Butter Ross. No, you're on form tonight, yes. Oh, right, yes, we'd have his own pendulous knocking. This live is so excellent, says Tanjiro. That's wonderful. That's lovely to know. That's really, people will just pop in and then some will stay. That's been fantastic. The amount of people that have just come in and stayed, and all of the spam and the trolls and everything that we've had here in not this live stream so much, but in previous ones. It makes it all worthwhile to have new people come and actually stay and come back again. And here's another one, which is Germany, who says hello again and welcome back, Germany. Oh, Germany, by the way, that tune, the tune from last night, I found out what it was. It's the theme tune from The Third Man. And I actually put a link to it on my thing, on the community thing. Widgenator. Widgewatch. Oh, carry on with this, why not? Indeed, Barry, side shuffle and tickle. Am I late, asks Cheeseburger. You could do, I suppose. You could say an hour and 52 minutes late if I was the kind of host that insisted everybody was here in the first place, which of course I'm not. I'm just the kind of host that insists that you like the live stream before you go. Mustard is proud of his... I'm not going to say that, Skit, you naughty boy. Hey, Cheesy. Hey, Cheesy. All right, Cheesy. Cheeseburger is in the house. Can you do another live tomorrow, asks Tanjiro. I don't know. I mean, I just... They're very easy just for me to come along and do. I will be ahead of my video making, so I could do. But I don't... The only thing is that I don't want to outstay my welcome. I don't want to be doing so often that people get fed up with it. Mind you, if they get fed up, they just don't turn up, do they? I don't know. I haven't decided, because tomorrow's Saturday. So far, the habit I've created is just do them during the week, except for Mondays. But maybe I will. We'll find out, won't we? I'm drinking Moretti, and I've had a few of them, says General Cheeseburger. Coco Pony Stars, hi. Third Man is a good film. I've never seen the film. I just love the tune. It's just one of those tunes that I mentioned earworms last night, and how so many earworms you just don't really mind having because they're really good. Oh, God, we got with Cheesy in trouble with the brew. Cheesy's just a fashionable entrance. This could be good then, Cheesy. Yeah. Love the Third Man, says General Cheeseburger. Pendulous Paddington. Neil, you need to moderate your own comments. I want a cheeseburger now, says Germany. Actually, I do as well. Sorry, Germany, I'm taken. I have a live stream tomorrow night, so it won't. Right, I see. I have a live stream tomorrow night, so I won't be here after about 9:30ish. Will be before that. You do like to be in these live streams, don't you, Tracy? I ate a cheeseburger in Germany today, says Mighty Cat Mods. Get the plug-in. Well, why not? Why not? Why not? Where is your live? In the same vein, all of my time favourites. All of my time. Oh, one of my all-time favourites is the Odd Man Out with James Mason. Oh, and Rossi is here as well, who says hi. Tanjiro, can you tell us a joke? I'd have to remember one. I'm not somebody who just has a whole load of jokes ready to be told, unfortunately. Oh gosh. Beetlejuice not out till September. Nakamdam Poo. Can you say a car for an edit? Yep, a car. I like to make sure your chat isn't being spammed and messy, says Tracy, and that's very good of you. Please do a stream next Sunday. That's properly thinking ahead, isn't it? Guten Tag, follow German. Oh yeah, Woody's Place, of course. Long time, no wait. Brew. Like a car model. Like a car model. Ah, right, I see. Well, I tell you what, as you are here, and I've just read that out straight away, just tell me, why do you want me to do it? Why do you want me to say a car name for an edit? If you can tell me, I'll happily oblige. Fellow, we're very close to the end of this beer now. We should be close to the end of the live stream as well. But should I carry on over 2 hours? Which I'm not really sure if I want to do or not, because they can be a bit tiring. Again, I don't expect anyone to stay, including Tracy. The edit will be fire. What does that mean? The edit will be fire. Reliant Regal Supervan. Yeah, beer. Did I hear something out? Hear something about a widge? I don't know. No idea. Well, I mean, like it gonna go viral or something. As you're here, I'm just going to ask you: Are you wanting me to say a car name so you can clip that into a video of some sort? And if you are, just tell me what it's all about. Tanjiro, did you play a horror game like Poppy Playtime or FNAF something else? You was a kid, and I didn't know. No. When I was growing up, video games were quite new, and they never really. The only game I ever used to play was Repton. Has anybody heard of a game called Repton? It was basically like a puzzle. You'd have this creature, this man with a reptile's head, and you had to go through all these mazes and things. And you have rocks and things falling down everywhere. And Repton 2, or was it 3? You could make your own. You could make your own puzzle. That was brilliant, and because you could make it, and only you would know how it would work. And I used to do these, and it would be what looked like practically impossible to actually do. Amanda Hem. There's another ASMR for $10. Well, how would I do that? How would I? Are you local? Are you local? I mean, it's an unusual. So it really is an unusual request. That is. I'm going on holiday to Spain, says Germany. Louis Ashenden. Do you like oiling up? Yes, I do. I like to use extra virgin olive oil in most of my cooking. I find it is expensive, but it's good stuff. So yeah. No, not rectum. Repton. 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 That's the only game I've used to play. What did you make the soy sauce with? I didn't make it. I just got it. Wasn't soy sauce. It's Worcestershire sauce. I didn't make that. I didn't make the mustard. I didn't make the horseradish. I didn't make the ketchup. Did anybody like that then? I'll find out in a minute, won't I, when I finish this, whether anybody liked that short or not. I did. I really enjoyed making it. Can't say has ever played rectum. You might need medicated loo paper if you play rectum. Typical of you lot to actually just turn it into something else here. I like Monopoly, but nobody even wants to play with me, saying skick. I always quite like Monopoly, but the only thing is it's just such a long-winded game, and unless you've been really competitive with it, it does get a bit boring. Keep your mind out of the gutter, Tracy. Are you Muslim? Asks Tanjiro. I'm not, no. Played rectum but gay. Alice XX. Are you transgender? That's a curious question, isn't it? Because that means that you might be looking at me and thinking, oh, is he trying to be a woman with that beard? I'm really not. No. I mean, obviously it has confused you a little bit, but no, and I apologize for being so weird looking. Skick, if you are the banker, then you can afford to pay a couple of people to play with you. That's true enough, yeah. Thought you were going to say, give a pink eye. I know. Zoe says hello or hi. Free Palestine, he will now block me from commenting, the guy. So spam. Well, yeah, there's no need for it really, is there? You can say it once. That's fine. I was amused. Oh, it was amusing, the shorts. How did you find the Worcestershire sauce on the biscuits? It was all right. It's not as bad as you'd think. The mustard works okay with it. The horseradish works okay with it. The one thing I didn't like was ketchup. And that's odd, isn't it? Because ketchup's actually quite sweet, but it just doesn't work. Tomato and chocolate, no, they don't work. That's like the 5th time I've done that tonight. No way, I'm seriously worried, says Germany. What do thou perhaps want to talk about, sir, fellow gentleman? I don't know. Can I ask you, Free Palestine? Alice says you are nice. Well, that's welcome. Thank you very much, Alice. Does it bother you that I'm not a transgender though? We don't block you for it. It's the same platform of that, unfortunately, right? That's not the platform for it. I don't know where to find Free Palestine. Do you collect vouchers in the Daily Mirror? Gosh, you're being called a Zionist now. They hear you're... I hear you're a Zionist now, Father. Fish, yeah. Geez, it's a bit like a sun holiday. Cheesy, no, it doesn't bother me. What have I missed there? Right, just... Can you subscribe all your fans? You look so happy. I wish I could be that happy. Well, I do make the effort to be happy. I have had great periods of my life where I wasn't happy at all, and it didn't make me happy. So I did actually my best to stop. Some of them do skip. Right, we're talking about games here. Ross, I haven't had fish. I'm going to watch Longer Friday after this great film. Girly Pop. What's Girly Pop? We don't give free happiness. We don't give free happiness discounts. Sorry. I would if I could do. If you could actually give happiness away, I certainly would do. But the only way to give happiness away is to actually, I think the only way you can spread happiness is to actually be happy, is to be positive and to be smiley. Then very few people will be annoyed by that and think, oh, yeah, well, it's all right for you. You're happy. I'm not. Ibby plays, oh, yo. Ibby plays asks, how old are you? I still don't understand what the fascination with is of how old people are. Bob Yo was a surge. Do you know what I'm going to do now? You can have a guess if you like, but I probably will have done it before I actually read your guess. In preparation for 10 minutes from now, yeah, with a beer in the freezer. About 2 hours has now gone, of course, so do we wrap this up? Does anybody want to go, or should I just stay a bit longer? If there are lots more people just suddenly coming in, I'd feel the urge to stay, but they're not. We've been quite steady with the numbers tonight, quite steady indeed. I think it's got to over 100 a couple of times, but it's generally stayed around sort of 60, which is quite nice because that probably means that people are staying longer. But who's here now that hasn't liked this live stream? Come on. If you haven't, just do it. Please just do it. It'll make me even more happy than I appear to be. Someone's just done it, and I bet it didn't make you feel bad, did it? Bob Yo-Yo was in Surge. Ian, somebody, Ivanov, Russian, confused confused baseball equipment. Confused baseball equipment. I think we might just have a 10 out of 10 for really cool usernames. Where did that come from? Confused baseball equipment. Oh, it's brilliant. Girl Dad cooking up deliciousness. How are you doing today? Let's do a cooking collaboration. Mustard, I'm doing sweet peppers and onions and stuffed Cornish hens. Well, that'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? How do you do a collaboration though? Unless you're sort of in the same room. Gosh, we're talking about games. I don't understand games. Don't freeze your beer, says General Cheeseburger. I won't because I will be ready to drink that beer long before it could possibly get frozen. It would take about an hour or more to actually get frozen. Oh gosh, done to my hand. And I'll be opening the freezer door up in just a couple of minutes, won't I? I don't know, says Ivan. I don't know what you don't know. Surge is a robot, says Sanjiro. I've got a car name for you. You should shout out the Ford shitbox. I'm not sure what that one is, but sounds good to me. Hero Brine. Hello, it's me, Hero Brine. Still existing. That's quite a cool name as well. I mean, it's not the same, but it's still rather good actually. Did somebody say beer? Says Germany. They did. It is time for more beer. Wish me luck at 8 in the morning. Ouch. Oh, Hero Brian is German too. Very good. Purely Mudlube. It's my birthday. Says Mudlude. I left beer in the freezer overnight before by accident. It's messy. It can be, yeah. When it expands and pops its way out of the top. The only ones that don't do that, if you get a small bottle Sometimes they don't because there's just not enough liquid in there to pop the top off. Run away, Heribone is here. Heribone is here. I'm from Dusseldorf. Gosh, this is rather fascinating actually. Suddenly my live stream has lots of German people in it. How cool is that? That's amazing. German cars are good, but not as good as a Streetwise, says Skick. Well, I'm glad you said that because I don't want to end up agreeing with you, do I? Depends on which German car. Streetwise has German bits in it, doesn't it? As Pingu Concorde has already mentioned, and it's the wrong German bits. Which German cars do we like? I don't like BMW, but I do like Mercedes. I'm not really keen on Volkswagen, but I do like Porsche, but I've never had one. Skiku told you that. I like Golfs. Oh, yes, you do, don't you? Germany calling is Lord Haha. Do you know Oi Salzburg? I don't. Anyway, look, probably it's time I went, isn't it? I mean, this could just, a live stream could just go on forever. May I suggest I could just set up another one if you just want to talk to each other. I could just set it up so you can just watch the fish if you like. Who'd sit and watch that? It'd be nice. I have a Porsche Panamera. Oh, cool. That's a car that divides opinions, isn't it? Have a nice day, says Alice. Thank you very much. You would be surprised, says Barry Scrotter. Well, I would be, yeah, and I am surprised because you've got two Golfs. Yeah, you got an 840. Neil, if somebody bought me a Streetwise for Christmas, I would class it as a piss take. Right. Okay. I think it's time to go, isn't it, really? So thank you very, very much for joining me here tonight. And thank you, what's that? Oh. Sorry. What age did you get glasses? I only use them for reading. Right, thank you very, very, very much to my two mods tonight, which are Neil and Tracy, for helping making sure this live stream has gone rather smoothly. It's been a jolly good time. My bread is rising exceedingly well, and I'm looking forward to making something with that tomorrow. So thank you very much. Again, don't forget to like, don't forget to go. Oh, sorry, don't go, says Pumpkin. Right, anyway, I need to do really. It's 2 hours and a quarter, so good night. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.